like the wind, some say, or gravity. You can't see it, but you know it's there. You can't find its button on the dash, or its chapter in the owner's manual. We have no drawings of it. We don't know how much it weighs. Can't time it on the track. Ask 10 of our engineers about it and get 10 different answers. But there's no debate about its existence. After just one day behind the wheel, it's the most valuable part of the car. The irreplaceable component. The thing you love more and more with every passing mile. The thing you instantly miss in any other car. The soul. For reasons mysterious and many, every Porsche ever built has one, and always will. The new Porsche Taycan. Soul electrified.
Okay guys, they did not bring the Taycan or Taycan, I don't know, I mean this is the Mission E prototype, but the Taycan looks exactly like this, of course with side mirrors and not this. And here they have something like a virtual reality thingy, which oh nice, see, it shows the interior of the car using this. Look at that. So the interior should be, I don't know, maybe it's the production version of the Taycan. Yeah, it is. Let's look at the interior. There's a floating console because there are no transmission tunnels in there. You know, there's no transmission tunnel. And what else can we see here? This is a virtual reality thing. Okay, the doors actually, the rear actually suicide doors, and then you can see 4 seats inside. And I wonder if that seat in the middle, okay, oh, it's a bit wonky because of the let's go to the rear. If there's anything that will be generated out, no, it's just gonna show the interior. So pretty interesting. Look at that. Pretty interesting on what they have done using virtual reality. So this car will be in production, okay, and then it will be the size of, let's say, the 5 Series. Okay, it is positioned as one segment lower than the Panamera. Okay, you have a spoiler at the back that rises, and then it will be fully electric. Okay, full electric. Now what Porsche has made different in their version of the electric car is that they promise more than 500 km of range. Okay, that is a big claim. Okay, 500 km range of full charge, and then their fast charging technology allows them to recharge 100 km of range with just 4 minutes of charge. And then they will be deploying their chargers together with Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi across Europe. They will be working with all these manufacturers, all working together so that the charging facilities will be there. Even the rim has very unique aerodynamic designs. This is the first time I've seen a rim that's like that. And I think this trend will catch on. And if the production version is something like that, something might get caught inside as well. I may be wrong, okay, but very, very nice design. I love how the Taycan looks, and there will also be a cross-touring version of the Mission E, fully electric, but it's a CUV, cross utility vehicle. Alright, this is very, very nice, and so I hope you all will buy it so that I can buy a used one next time. Okay, so that's an overall design of the car. All this will make it into the production version, except maybe for the side mirror. Yeah. All right, that's the wonderful looking Taycan or Taycan. I don't know, man. Cheers, guys. Bobby from Evo Malaysia. So I have a plug-in hybrid vehicle myself as well, and throughout these past few years, I fully agree with the transition from internal combustion engine to electric drivetrain. But there's only one thing that I agree with electric propulsion, but I don't really like batteries, because to me they have, when compared to liquid as an energy carrier, they have relatively low density when compared. And the other thing would be they weigh the same whether your car is full or empty. Right. So is Porsche actually, while going this route, electrification with batteries and all that, at the back, is Porsche also investing or doing R&D on liquid fuels, say for example fuel cell, which looks promising, or even some form of range extender for the electric drive trains? Is Porsche doing those as well, or is just full on battery EVs?
Yes, now we have the strategy to have the EVs and the PHEVs, but also in the Porsche, we are looking also beside our spray, and if would be there a suitable option, probably we look for it, and maybe we would decide maybe it's a suitable also. But we have a fixed strategy.
Yeah.
But if we see there is a better way or so, we would also adopt this way. But at the moment, just we have the EVs and the PHEVs.
Okay.
And sometimes we are also a little bit in the fuel cells, but fuel cell is in our meaning also not really ready.
Okay. Porsche is very well known for the Boxer engines, and Porsche is really good in all these. And in ICE vehicles, every car maker, be it Porsche, BMW, everybody has their own character built into their engines. So, but when it comes to electrification, batteries, as we know, there are very big suppliers from the world, very good in lithium ion. And then when it comes to electric motors, there are big suppliers as well, Siemens or Bosch or things like that. So, on that context, how does Porsche differentiate yourself with, let's say, a Tesla Model S when it comes to the emotion part, not just the interior or the design? Yeah.
But you can also select your hybrid drive to have different versions. If you see, we have a 100 kilowatt engine.
Yeah.
So now BMW announced also a PF, the X5 has only 80 kilowatt engine. So therefore, we are looking for have a performance kit. As we see, the hybrid is a performance kit for our car. So we are looking for more performance than other guys. And also with the battery, we looking in the ways that we have fast charging. And we look that we have therefore also an offer for the customer. So there are opportunities to adapt your system and your own character of your brand. There are some opportunities. You can choose the performance of the e-motors or some characteristics of the battery that you can have fast charging able.
So these are Porsche own patents that Porsche is working with the supplier to have a competitive advantage with other car makers, or it's merely you set a higher spec for your supplier to supply to you?
We have an idea what our car should deliver, and then we talk with our suppliers that we can have a way to create this our idea. So we tell them okay, we want more performance, or we want more from that, we want a lighter e-machine, and so that we can have a not so heavy car, and that then we can generate a sporty car. It's always you have a way to talk with your suppliers and then bring them on the way what you need.
What is the significant advantage of lithium ion versus nickel metal hydrate?
Has a higher density of energy. You can store more energy.
More energy per weight, right?
Per weight. Yeah.
Is there another technology out there? Because it seems as if lithium ion is the technology barrier so far for batteries. Is there something else out there that is not stable yet or too expensive, but we know it is there? Is there something out there?
We think lithium-ion batteries will be at the next time the state of the art, and it's a evolutionary development to increase the energy, but so call it the fast cup or the solid-state battery. Sometimes it's also not ready for serial production.
Oh, there are other technologies out there, and when a battery has lived through 8 years, 9 years, right? Its capacity to deliver the ions has slowed down. Is there a way to chemically or using physics or whatever to reverse it, to refresh it or something? There's no way. The only way is to recycle it.
To recycle, yes.
To open up then, or?
As I mentioned, probably to the other guys, then there will be, at the moment we have a recycle program.
Yeah.
We took measure with our importers and so that they collect old batteries and bring them to recycle companies.
Yeah.
But later on, maybe then you will have recycle companies who will take off all the battery and take out the materials, copper or lithium ion. This process has to be established. It's in progress.
Yeah. This is very, very crucial.
Yeah.
But there's no way of reversing the batteries to...
No, it's no miracle.
No miracle. So, in terms of infrastructure that Porsche and other car makers that you guys are investing in Europe, are these standards the same standards as those in US? The Ionity and the...
Ionity and America.
Do they use the same plugs, the same...
I guess this we have the fast charging, the CCS standard. These are the same standard. You have the same connector, and the car have to talk also to the infrastructure that the local charging is able.
Are they the same as Tesla's supercharger, the port? Is it compatible?
I'm not quite sure whether this is the same.
Okay.
I think if you generate now, we are trying to have a standard, and then even in Europe and probably also in America, it's hopefully the same.
Finally, the world will have a unified pump after 200 years.
At the moment, it's very many standards. Demo or China has its own standard.
Yeah.
America has its own plug. Europe has its plug.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think the car makers actually could work together.
They would work together, yes.
Yeah,
and they
to
are
have
keen on, but they have also the governments or the national regulations between them, and it's very hard sometimes to bring them all together.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.